on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head.
Yeah, he nice, but he don't show them skills. How I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel. How I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight. Yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life. I ain't worried. I got right for it. I got real soldiers kill for me, nigga. Watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately. You is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them. And it feel like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney sweets. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, find in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills. How I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel. How I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. I heard they want my life. I ain't worried. I got right for real. Take over in effect. Yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women. That bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told him I need major motion. Think I'm joking. I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust. Now I'm too clean. Don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. You PK top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line into a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in the attic like they Air Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides. Gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W. That's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy. I'm gonna show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel. I got time to kill. Haters thought I died. I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills. How I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel. How I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life. I ain't worried. I got ready for real.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my yes, you said. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show. We could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slump. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I'm back gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. There was design fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
When Westworld, let's get it. Don't be sure, tell them make sure. If not, we gon' make more. Clips say it hold 20, but I think it could take more. Grab a stick, fire on your camp, we gon' make s'mores. I ain't satisfied with my spot, then I'ma take yours. No matter how many roadblocks in my way, I'ma break forward. This path I'm on is so damn narrow, I just stay forward. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, I just ate more. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, give me 8 more. Nigga, I don't sugarcoat shit, bitch, I'm straightforward. Don't give a fuck if they don't let me in, I just break doors. Ballin' so hard, they asking what team that I play for. Scammer who? They ain't stopped making guns when they made yours. Sick with it, feeling like I woke up with stage 4. They ain't want the beast loose, what they opened up the cage for. Endure the pain, been through hard times is what I'm made for. Paid my dues, never left a wage, I just rage war. So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Still against all enemies. In high school, you was the man that's lost memory shit. Lost energy, never lost my energy. Never lose control, never losing. Dog, I plan to keep you. Lose your mind where I'm from. I ain't talking from what you see. I never lost soul, losing time, wasting steady pacing. You off track, I'm on that. You pray to God, hoping He can save you. But the power about war, and that's a different angle. This another lost cause, and I'm just adding to the list. They not seeing me for that reason. Got a flash on the grip. Nigga, big priest. They gon' judge me by my increase. And I'ma keep stepping in these joys to the increase. Just got off the phone with Jacob, and he said it's time to shine. Certified, blue dot, put it on you, now you verified. One Westworld, bigger than World War III. Do not sleep, it's not cheap, and it's still top 3.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Came on boats and then chains, so when I get rich, I'ma grab a boat and 10 chains with 12 ribs from each tribe. And each rib gonna have at least 3 kids. Yeah, I'ma have the deep squad, been rapping since knee high. Now a nigga shack size, spit that holy fire, when you hear it, you get baptized. One Westworld, yeah, you niggas know the logo, and I'ma bust it down so the haters see the glow glow. Let's have a feast, let's shine on our enemies. keys right in their face. Let's blind all our enemies. Cause now we half, but we come from half not. Throw that cash on the ground, my nigga, let's cast lots. I started from the bottom, birthed out of mud, raised by gangsters, turned out a thug. I ain't give a fuck. Burnt out I was from hitting licks in and out and selling nicks in the drop.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world. Got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
All right, Shalom Israel, let's clap it up. All right. Y'all Bashim Yahweh Shah Barakatah for all the brothers. Yahweh Shema, let's come by Hashem Yahweh Shah to all the sisters. I'll come around to the screen in 1 second. Give me a second. I'm Priest and Officer Marad. All right, Officer 5000 in the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge. I'm going to do my little spiel in Hebrew, y'all. All right, so y'all get ready. All right, I'm about to come around to the screen right now. Give me 2 seconds. We got Priest and Officer Qadash Parad. Oh, yeah, let me grab. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'll grab the arsenal for the class. All right, so give me 1 second. All right, we got Priest and Officer Qadash Parad. Give him a hand. All right. We got the sister, the young man in the back. Give him a hand. All right, y'all, I'm about to go into my little greeting in Hebrew. Y'all ready? Shalom, Yashala, Ayah Yam Marab, Warkak Hayah Yawom, which means Shalom Israel. I'm Officer Marad, the teacher for the day. Salam. All right. Let me adjust the camera just a little bit. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Lighting looking perfect. Okay, here we go. So now, arsenal for the class. My shades, I didn't even grab my shades. So first let me show y'all what you're gonna need for the class, okay? If I could, Father Zachariah, you grab me my shades and the war crown in there. All right, let me show y'all the arsenal that you're gonna need for the class. First things first, King James, 1611. Okay, can y'all see that? 1611 edition. King James 1611 Bible. All right, it's very important. Bottom for the shades and the war crown. Put that on in 1 second. The next up, the New Testament in Hebrew. I don't know if y'all can see this. I'm trying to stand back and show it this way. Here you go. New Testament in Hebrew. I put this on the front myself. All right, just keep on repeating that. But get a New Testament in Hebrew. I think it's Bible. Is it Bible Society? Yeah. Okay, the Bible Society, you can get one. That's the New Testament in Hebrew. Ben Yehuda, Hebrew to English, English to Hebrew dictionary. All right, Ben Yehuda, English to Hebrew dictionary. Next, now this is just for warfare, okay? Merriam-Webster's Pocket Dictionary. Salaki, I'm looking at the screen over here. So Salaki, Merriam-Webster's Pocket Dictionary. Okay? It's good, it's small, it's good to carry for war. Alright? Time when you battling or it's any battle you get in, or maybe you're doing some studying. Alright, let's keep going. Okay? I got one more for y'all. If I can get it out. 2 more actually, but really just 1 more. Okay? So, of course, you're going to need a regular King James Bible. Regular King James. All right? I just got one with the large print. I wear glasses, so you might not need one like this. Okay? But last but not least, so I got one more for you as well. But this is the Hebrew to English lexicon of the Old Testament. It's the Oxford Hebrew and English lexicon of the Old Testament. All right.
Now, I don't have it here with me, but you can get this as well. It is the Biblical Hebrew Work and Textbook. All right, Biblical Hebrew Work and Textbook, authored by 3 She-Devils. I don't even know if y'all can hear me good, because the mic is all the way over here. So can we swing that mic around? The Hebrew to English, the Biblical Hebrew Work, Text and Workbook. All right, that's going to be the last one, and you can get that off of the ISUPK study tool, ISUPK website under the study tools tab. You should be able to purchase it there. Click the link is number either 37 or 38, 36, 37, or 38, and you click on it, and it'll take you right there. All right, those three you should be too loud. Okay, so you get those three. You click on one of those three, you should be too wild. So what we doing today in class? Showed y'all the arsenal. What we doing today in class? Y'all know in Philly we've been going in chronological order of the Bible. All right, chronological order. We did Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. I believe it's Exodus, Numbers, Leviticus, Deuteronomy. But we're going in chronological order. All right, so it's like I'm checking on here just to see if Lord Crown was looking too wild. But today, what we're going to do is we're going to take a sidebar, right? And give Priest Offside Bod Hayah, okay? He suggested that we go back over the tenses, because the tenses, I don't know if you see, like when we usually do the class, we go and something. You know what I mean? We do the tenses, okay? And the tenses have meanings. So we're going to go back over the tenses. And at the end, I'm going to give a, we'll go to Ezra. This is the first book of Ezra, since that's the next one in chronological order. We'll just do Ezra like 1 and 1 or whatever, right? In fact, 1 and 12. Let's do that for the 12 tribes of Israel, right? That's just a random number. And we'll write it on the board, and we'll just circle all the connectors, okay? We won't translate it. What we'll do is translate it next week. So I'll give y'all the connectors this week, and then this will be in order. We'll go in Ezra, and then we'll translate Ezra 1 and 12 next week, all right? So with that being said, now I want to give you the tenses, okay? Past, present, future tense, all right? Also the beginning and ending connectors, okay? I also have a video out. I have 2 videos out on the characters that have meanings. They have word meanings, all right? They have meanings at the beginning of words and meanings at the end, all right? So let's start with this. First, any questions in the room? Is my phone at? Check the phone. So there's no questions in the room. All right, let me send this. Let me share this class real quick. Then give the children of Israel a hand. How about that? Yeah, give them a hand. Share this with my daughter real quick. All right, and I'm gonna come around to the screen. And come around to the screen. I'm gonna come around to the board and we'll get it in. Okay. So first we're going to start with the alphabet. Just to write it down, and then we'll go into the beginning connectors. Okay. All right. So let me mute this. Phone on mute as a protocol of the class. All right. Now let's get started. So we'll do the alphabet. If you email me, can you type this in? MariahUPK@gmail.com. MariahUPK@gmail.com. That's MariahUPK@gmail.com. If you email me and just say shalom, sir, requesting the Hebrew info. I haven't checked my email in a minute, because I have been promoting the email because Facebook is doing, not Facebook, Google is doing something where you gotta have permission. All right. So what I did was I went around that, I screenshotted everything, loaded the screenshot up into an email, all the screenshots. You email me, boom. Now you don't need permission. Now you got the same thing. And just to go into what I was talking about, this is the alphabet sheet. This is a part of the Hebrew info that you're going to receive. You're going to receive a Hebrew alphabet sheet, the tenses, past, present, and future tense, a list of 200 words in Hebrew, the 100 most common verbs in Hebrew, and the prayers. The prayers in Hebrew, but just the pronunciation. All right, just the pronunciation of the prayers, and then it'll be translated in English, but it's just the pronunciation. All right. So with that being said, he cool, man. Let him go. He all right. I think we got another phone. We can play on the phone, man. A little man. He good. Big shout out to all the young children in Israel. So let's get started. All right. We're gonna start with the alphabet. So, which one of these was the one that you just put up here?
I think they both in the middle.
Both in the middle. All right. I'm gonna take these two off of here. So, as usual, I'll put the scripture up here. But remember, we're not translating anything this week. We only want to identify the connectors in that translation.
Right.
But Ezra 1 and 12. All right, read Ezra 1 and 12 just to be on point and do everything decent and in order.
Come.
You want to start with the alphabet? Go ahead.
First Ezra.
Yep.
Where did it go? It's the book of First Ezra, chapter 1, verse 12.
Not the apocrypha. This. Yeah, you got it.
It's that scripture. That book gonna go to 11.
I will do verse 11. I just picked a random number. That was why.
Kind of. Let's this is the book of Ezra, chapter 1, verse 11. And the vessels of gold and of silver were 5,400. All these did Sheshbazzar bring up with them of the captivity that were brought up from Babylon unto Jerusalem. That's it, sir.
Read it again.
Khan. All the vessels of gold and of silver were 5,400. All these did Sheshbazzar bring up with them of the captivity that were brought up from Babylon unto Jerusalem.
All right, now it was 5. So now this is a good scripture because you actually get a chance to get some Hebrew numbers in.
Right.
Is a specific way. Read the verse again, and I'm gonna point out to you the specific way that we do the numbers, that we say numbers in Israel. 1 and 20, 5 and this, 20 and 5, or the 10 and something day. Or we don't do the numbers the way America does numbers. It's the 360 and fifth.
Right.
Not 365.
Right.
It's the 60 and 5, 60 and 6. Read that verse again, and I'll show you. This is a good one.
Khan. And all the vessels of gold and of silver were 5,400. All these did Sheshbazzar bring up with them of the captivity that were brought up from Babylon unto Jerusalem.
Read the specific numbers. All right, caught up.
Spell
beginning. And it slipped my mind. Somebody type that in. How to help me spell beginning. Thanks, 2 N's. I got jammed up. Go ahead, read it again. Look it up on my phone.
All these vessels of gold and of silver were 5,400.
5,400. Not 5,400, how I say it today.
Right.
It's 5,400. That's how it's said. And it's written a different way, meaning in a number form. Just like you have the word one, O-N-E, but then you also have a symbol for the number one. Our symbol for the number one is I. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, I believe it's 200, 300, and then 500. Right? So with that being said, that's how our number system works. After 10, it just goes 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, all the way up to 100, and it's 200, 300, 500.
Right.
Okay? The word for 1,000 is, it's like, I always jam this up. I believe it's 100, and then it's 500, then 1,000. I always jam the last three up. Because it's 100, then it's something, then it's 1,000. Okay? I always jam the last three up. But our letters, our characters, our letters, they're used in our number system as well. All right? Anybody typing out a spell beginning? Because I for sure almost jammed that up. Lost my whole train of thought trying to do it. All right? I know it's either two N's or two G's. Beginning. There we go. ING. There we go. Beginning connectors. All right. I'll just abbreviate connectors. Beginning connectors. Okay. So the reason why I went to the alphabet. Okay, the reason why I went to the alphabet is this. Salaki, y'all, for me looking over, right? The reason why I went to the alphabet is this. The characters in our alphabet, they also have word meanings, right? As well as number meanings. We went over that. They also have word meanings, okay? Now, remember, this is the beginning. These connectors, they go at the beginning of a word. I at the beginning of a root word. So first, this is what I'm going to do, right? We're going to circle which ones have a meaning. It's not all of them do. So we're going to circle which ones have a meaning at the beginning of a word. First one is the character I, right? Let me just put how you pronounce it. Salaki. This is why I got jammed up. Forgot to put this up there. Abaga. Da. Now remember, if y'all didn't know, Hebrew goes from right to left. So we starting at the top, going towards the left. Okay. Abaga da. Wa. Za. Cha. Ta. Ya, Ka, and all. If you notice, every letter has the ah sound. Okay, and just like and unlike America, the way you say the letter is the name of it. Like in America, this letter A makes the ah sound,
Right.
Or a as in apple. That's not how it is in Hebrew. This letter Y makes the y sound like you. That's not how it is in Hebrew. The name of the character is the way you pronounce it. This is the character Yah. What sound does it make? Yah. Easy. Okay? And just so y'all know, English is not the white man's language. English is the Japhetic language. Okay? The Latin is not a white man's language. That's Japheth language. Greek, Japhetic language. All the languages that the oppressor speaks today, he stole from Japheth and all the tribes, all the Japhetic people, like the Aborigines, the Eskimos. Give me some more. Hawaiians. They all Japhetic people, right? He stole their languages: Greek, Latin, Spanish, all of what you call the Romance languages, okay? All the Romance languages, French, right? Russian. The oppressor used to speak like he couldn't, he couldn't talk. He used to walk on all fours and like that Neanderthal caveman. That was the oppressor. And all that. That was him walking on all fours and eating out his mom's skull. That's a real thing. Y'all Google it. They used to eat out of the skulls of, that's nasty. That's all I'm saying. All right, but they didn't make up any of that. So I just wanted to let y'all know that. So all these pronunciations, everything that I'm explaining to you now about the letter A makes an I sound, right? That didn't come from the oppressor. That came from Japheth. Okay, we taught the oppressor English, Israelite. All right, so now in our language, it's not like that. The name of the letter is how you pronounce it. This is the letter Ka. This is the letter La. Okay? Ma. If you notice, at KLM or AB, all right? Like you see how you'll see how some of the alphabet is used in Japheth's language because this is an ancient language. It's like the letter A, right? And I'm gonna get back to it, is the character I, but they just turned it this way. They just turned it sideways, okay? This is the character I. The character I, which we're about to get to in our alphabet in English, is the letter O, okay? Character La in Hebrew is the letter L. In English, you'll see, right? So we going in the alphabet. Abba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, cha, not cha, cha. The hawk spits in. Ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, L-M-N, right? Sa, I. But they say O, pa. Not L-N-O-P, that's Japheth. When the earth was divided, everybody lost the Hebrew language that they used to speak, except for our forefathers. All right? Ka, Salaki, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Fa. Okay? 22 characters in the Hebrew alphabet. Abba, da, da, ha, wa, za, cha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, kwa, ra, sha, tha. Here we go. 22 characters. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to circle the characters that have a connector, that have that are used as beginning connectors. So the first character is A, the next character is Ba. Da, which is used rarely though. Ha. Wa. Let's keep going. Ya. So you can see that every letter or character is not used, doesn't have is not used as a connector. Right? Ka, La, Ma, Na. Okay? Sha, and the last one, Fa. These are all the connectors that have meanings, that have word meanings. All right? These characters have word meanings. Okay? Now, with that being said, can everybody in the class see? You can see this? All right, no sweat. Now, that being said, just screenshot this because we're gonna go and we're gonna move on and move forward. We're gonna start giving some of these meanings, some of these beginning meanings. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture as well. Why not? Boom. Here we go. Save it for my memory, so I don't lose it. Right. Now, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna start with the first character, right? We're gonna go now. Remember, this is the beginning connectors. If y'all need to, y'all can just rewind the class and take a picture. All right. So the character I was the first one. We're gonna go over all the meanings for I. Give me a time check.
Time check. 7:37.
All right, we'll move a little bit quickly. Okay. It's the character I. It's a beginning connector. This is what it means at the beginning of a root word. I or I am. I or I am. That's the character I. That's the meaning of the character I. Okay? We'll come around here. All right, that looks pretty good. Okay, now let's move on to the next character. So everybody should have this. I at the beginning of a root word. Remember the beginning. So this is what it'll look like. It'll be the word right here. The character I will be right here. It'll be I, then the rest of the word. Okay? So let's use the word shamar. Right? I was thinking about how about we use the actual word beginning. Right? Bara'asha. Ba, ra, ash, ya. Bara'asha. Right? Bara'asha. I am the beginning. Let me make this bigger. It looks a little too small. I think nobody can really even make out what I just wrote. Okay? Or should I do it this way? Should I put the word, like the root word here, and then, you know what? Let me keep it just like that. And I was thinking about underlining the connector. That might be better. Who knows? Let's try it. Let's try it. So, I, at the beginning, is the connector, right? I, and then this will be the root word. Ba, ra, ash, and then ya. I don't know if I did any better. Looks like I didn't do any better on the screen. Just make it bigger. All right, I think everybody gets the concept that I'm trying to do, right? All right, Bara, Ash, and then Ya. Bara, Asha. This right here is the beginning connector. I mean, is the first, is the character, first character. Locked in. My mind is all jammed up. I said the first character. It is the beginning connector, right? It's a beginning connector, but it's the first character. It goes at the beginning of the root word, okay? Boom. So when you see Bara Asha, I think the other way might have been better. What y'all think? I think I should have kept the root word underlined. Sis, can you see the board? Which way do you think is better? The first character underlined or the root word underlined? So the root word, see, that's what I was thinking. I know I ain't going crazy. So this would be the character. That would be the beginning connector. Right? Let me try to show you. So, boom, there you go. I am beginning. Right? I am beginning, and then whatever. Okay? Let's do the next one. The next one, if y'all remember, is the character Ba. Any questions on that? Any questions on it? All right, let's keep going. Any questions in the room at all about the Hebrew in specific? Or online? If not, then we'll keep going. So the next character is the character Ba. In the beginning of a root word, it means in. It also means on. It's also used as at. Right? And it's also used as with. It's a slang to say with. In, on, at, or with. So Salakia. Bara Asha is in the beginning. Salakia, y'all. Ain't nobody peep that? Nobody point that out? Where the Hebrew scholars at, y'all? Come on. Y'all let me just do that. It's Ara Asha. I am beginning, because beginning is Ra'asha. In Genesis, it says what? Ba Ra'asha. Why? In the beginning. So Ra'asha, because remember, Ra'ash, this word Ra'ash, right? It's a root word that means beginning. Head or beginning, right? Head or beginning. Ra'ash. And how you pronounce it is Ra, Ah, Sh. The Ah and the Shah is connected. Ash. I tried to do the Shah sound with no in it, because that's what happens when it's connected to it. So I thought that was probably funny, right? But remember, it said, Salakia. I'm going back to the main topic, yo. But remember, it was Ba Ra'asha. All right, so you got Ra'ash, which means head or beginning, right? And then Ra'ash Yah for the tense, for whatever the past tense that they were trying to use, right? So it was Ra'ash Yah. And then Ba Ra'ash Yah is in the beginning. In beginning, with the tense, with another tense on it, to say whatever it was, either past tense or whatever. All right. So in the beginning, and that's how you get the word Genesis in English, which is Bara'asha in Hebrew. Okay, in the beginning. All right, so now let's keep going. Any questions? Believe me good. I'm just asking if there's questions, just in case anybody didn't understand. All right, y'all get why I gotta ask that, right? So, any questions? La'ah, Itawah, let's keep going, right? So we're gonna erase Ba at the beginning. Let's go to the next one. Next one was Da. Da. Try to make this a little bit bigger, but I think everybody can see it. I'm gonna try to make it bigger. Okay. Character Da. Now this one is real easy. Da one is at the beginning of a root word, means do. In this case, it wouldn't go on the beginning of wouldn't go to on the beginning of Ra'ash. right? It wouldn't go Dara Asha. It wouldn't be do beginning, or do begin, right? Do begin. I guess they used to say that in school about tests, right? Like, do begin. You know, to start the test or the SATs or whatever it was. All right, say do begin. Please do begin. Right? So I guess you could use it that way. But it wouldn't be, I don't know if we would do that in Israel. We could. Right. You know what I'm saying? We could. I don't know if we'll do it that way. But the character da, everybody should just screenshot it. Or write it down, depending if you want to have it in the notebook. You never know. Right? You might take a bunch of screenshots and print them out and put them in the book nowadays. I don't know. So let's keep going. Right? Where we at now? Abagada ha. Oh, it's a lot. That's pronunciation. So, the character ha. When you see the character ha at the beginning of a root word, right? Also, bara'ash could have been at the beginning. Because remember, ba meant on, at, on the beginning, in the beginning, at the beginning, at the beginning. So whenever you see the character ha, to go back to the point, at the beginning of a root word, hara'ashav, it's saying the or of. Okay? Now, sometimes they say that depending on how you what you're saying, ha at the beginning of the sentence can ask, it forms a question. Okay? It's saying ha forms a question. So the beginning or of beginning. In this case, it would be the, right? Because nobody would use it as of the beginning. Because the, even though both are assumed, both words you don't have to write out. It's just assumed, just like Bara'asha was in the beginning. It didn't say Baha Ra'asha. Because in our language, characters can drop off. Alright? So you wouldn't drop off the main meaning for the slang meaning. You wouldn't drop off the main meaning for slang, and then make the main meaning assumed. Alright? So it wouldn't be of the beginning, it would be the beginning. Alright? Now let's keep going. Next character is wa. Now wa has a ton of meanings. Okay? But we'll just stick with the main one. I'll give you a secondary one too. Wa, when it's at the beginning of a root word, it means and. Okay? Wa, ra'asha, and the beginning, right? It's also used rarely as but. Okay? And there's a few other ones. Even though, nevertheless, all that good old picker English. In Israel, we say and a lot.
Right.
And I'm gonna go to the store, and then I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna do that.
Right.
And then we gonna meet up later after that, because we gotta do this and we gotta do that. But when we get back, we're gonna go here because we did that and we had to do that already. So you see how many times we say and it is said a lot. Of course, Old Quaker English, they had words like nevertheless, notwithstanding, and all those words, right? But the main meaning is and. All right? And. So everybody should screenshot that. Can I get a time check?
Cut on con 7:51.
We getting close. All right. Well, actually, they ain't translating anything, so I don't need a full hour for it. I'll just be circling the actual connectors. Okay. All right. So now, with that being said, Abagadaha wa za ha ta ya. Character ya. Character ya, when it's at the beginning of a root word, it means he. Okay? He. It's actually a tense as well to say he will. Alright? But it means he. Now, I won't do ya, I won't do any other things for ya. It'll just be he. Right? And remember the tense to say he will, right? There's also a tense to say he will, okay? So, ya, ra'ash ya. He began, right? He began. Or he will begin, right? But it probably would have his yah on it because his yah is probably a tense, okay? So this yah probably wouldn't be there, right? So we can use ra'ash as beginning. We'll take the yah off of it, right? Ya ra'ash. Ya ra'ash. Right? He will begin. Or he began. Past tense. He began. Right? Or he heads. He's the head. He's the head, right? Or he will head. He will lead, right? Depending on how you say it. Okay? So let's keep going. Now, everybody remember, I can screenshot these. I know I'm a little old school. I like to just write it out myself, but I don't mind screenshotting anything either, and then coming back and you know, putting my little screenshots, printing them out, putting them in the book. However you want to do it. We got so much technology nowadays, it don't even matter.
Right.
Right. So now let's keep going. Abagada hawaza ka ta ya ka. It's the character ka. Okay. Ka at the beginning of a root word, meaning as, means as, and it also means like. Okay. So kara'ash, as the beginning. Right? As the beginning. Kara'ash, like the beginning. Kara'ash, like the head. Because this means head or beginning, right? Kara'ash, like the head. Right? Like the head. Like the head of a household. Kara'ash of bayah. Right? Of the household. Of the house. Kara'ash. Kara'ash bayah. Like the head of the house. Right? Because you can put bayah meaning house. That's what bayah means. It means house or family. And you know today, you can say home, crib, all those words. Right. The spot, let's put that up there too. This is Hebrew. This is our language. The spot, the crib, the house, the home, the family. House or family. right? Because who's in your crib? Your family. Who's at your spot? Your folks. Right? We can put that up there. Family, folks. We put that up there too. You can say my folks. Right? Kara'ash bayah, like the head of the family, like the head of the crib, like the head of the spot. Kara'ash bayah, as the head of the spot, as the head of the crib, as the head of the family. Okay? Don't be ashamed of slang. It's our language. Don't be ashamed that we don't got it. We are not, we don't live in 1608.
Right.
The Bible was translated. We don't live in 1604. We don't live in the 1600s. We don't say nevertheless. We don't say unto. We don't say those words, notwithstanding. We don't say any of those words. So don't be ashamed to translate it into whatever the hell. If you say I'm going to the crib, then go to the crib. No, you don't have to say I'm going home. The oppressor, it has nothing to do with our language. The oppressor is not going, he can't, what is he going to say? It's improper? He going to look at Officer Qadash Karab, and Qadash Karab is going to say, that wasn't the proper meaning for that.
Right.
You should have said at home. Where's your manners? We ain't doing that.
Right.
Because guess where Officer Qadash Karab is going? Probably to the spot. Not even the crib, but we're going to the spot. That is no longer a family, that's your folks. Not your family, it's your folks, right? So we gonna don't be ashamed to, we can put all those words that it means. If you know, home, house, family, folks, crib, spot, the cutting, whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever you say, that's what it means. Okay, so let's keep going. Abagada hawazaka tayaka la. The next character is the character la. Now la, the beginning mean la when it's used at the beginning of a root word, right? La ra'ash, to begin, to. Now Old Quaker English they would say unto. They would say unto. But we saying to. I'm just putting unto just so y'all can know in the Bible where it says unto, that's what it's talking about. I even mentioned it nevertheless and all that with the character why, but I didn't write all that. All right. Notwithstanding, I wrote it here. Okay, that would be why.
Right.
All right, character why. So la ra'ash, to begin, right? To the beginning, unto the beginning, right? Fast forward to the beginning. Okay, so deliver this unto the head, la ra'ash. Okay, so the character la at the beginning of a root word is to or unto. All right. Any questions in the room? Got any questions, sis? No. Ask Lil Man. He might got some questions. He chilling back there. He enjoying life. All right. So let's keep going. Now, the next character is Ma. La, taya, ka, la, ma. Character Ma. Ma at the beginning of a root word. Put it right here. A second, bang. Bang. I don't want to do my own personal handwriting. Let me just put the standard way. I tried to write it the standard way up here. Also, too, for all the Hebrew teachers, let's not put our own handwriting on the board. Let's try to keep it the standard way. Of course, when you're writing at home, you can do, your mark can look any way you want it to look. Ra, Ash, right? Marash, it don't have to be standard when you actually write, because everybody has their own style of handwriting. But when you're teaching, when you're teaching your children, you want it to be the standard. You know what I mean? You want them to know the character, to be able to identify it. And then later on, they can, dress it up or whatever they want to do. right? So ma at the beginning of a root word means from, and it also means for. And it's like, it's very rarely used as of, to say of this. But that's, once again, going into the from this thing. It's of it, it's from it, right? So from, for, and then, of, rarely. So for the head, for the beginning, right? Mara'aj. All right, Mara'aj. For the, let me put how you pronounce this. I know I'm saying it. Ra'aj is how you pronounce it. All right. So let me put it right here. Just try to put it over here, sort of out the way, but you can still see it. Ra'aj is how you pronounce it. Okay. So if you was to put, I'll put this little character right here. So if you was to put Ma Ra'aj, Salaki, Ma Ra'aj. All right, this is the character right here. Ma Ra'aj. Okay? I'll just try to keep it underlined over here. Ma Ra'aj. And then I'm just using it down here as well. We'll keep it down here as well. All right, Ma Ra'aj. Okay? And it means, Salaki, now we put the meaning, beginning. Right? Or let's put begin. Begin, right? For, this would be for the would be assumed for the beginning, right? Gotta put beginning, right? Let's just keep it like that. Or from. How about, I'm trying to think of a way where y'all can understand exactly what I'm saying without me always just saying it with no visual. From the beginning. For the beginning. Of the beginning. All right? And I'll try to do it this way to make it better. Try to do it that way just to make it easier. All the different meanings that it has. From the beginning, for the beginning, of the beginning. Ma Ra'aj. Ma Ra'aj. Okay? And you get the character ma, what it's used for at the beginning of a root word. Can I get the time check?
804.
804. Okay. Let's do the next character. Salaki. Let's do the next one. Avagada hawazaka, tayaka, la ma na. It's like they say LMN. Alright, the character na. Na. So na ra'ash. Na ra'ash, right? Na ra'ash. Na is used as we, and it's at the beginning. Now it has a tense on it, so I gotta pull this tense up. Give me 1 second. Gotta go and pull up the Hebrew. I'm gonna do this in the beginning of the class too. I'm going to email this to the class. So at the end of class, let me go into it and send this email. Let me forward it to you. You can pull it up. Boom. Let's do radio show bank and let's do this. Boom, Atlantic City. Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna send that there. You ain't gotta pull it up yet. I'm gonna pull it up all this at the end of class, just to show everybody what they're gonna get. Do the same thing here. Boom. Send it to Philly. Send it to Atlantic City. All right, cool. So now let me grab the tense. tense to say we will. All right? And I'm going to pull all this up at the end of class as well so y'all can see it. So when na is at the beginning of a root word, it's used as a tense to say we will. Na ra'ash, right? Na ra'ash. So let's put this right here. We will, and then I guess you can say begin, right? It's like it says beginning. I guess you can just say we will begin. So let's put it right here. We will begin. Na ra'ash, right? Or we will head. In the kingdom, Yasha'Allah, so Bamalak Yav, right? Yasha'Allah, Na ra'ash. In the kingdom, Israel will lead. So, all right, I want to write this out for y'all, because this is a good one that y'all can take home. Because remember, it's saying we will. I'm going to keep this will, let me make this W look a little bit more like a W. All right? So, we will begin. Now, I'll put this in parentheses because this is a tense. So the word will won't always be in it. Right? It's just the tense to say it's future tense. We will, it's future tense, right? So this is what we said. I'm gonna try to start over here. I said, Bamalakwa. Right? Bamalak Wav. Bamalak Wav, Yasha'Allah. Y'all know what Yasha'Allah is. If y'all don't, you better study. Yasha'Allah, Na ra'ash. Okay? Bamalak Wav, ba being the text. Being the tense. Malak Wav is the root word, right? We're saying in the kingdom, right? In the kingdom. The is assumed, it's not written. I didn't say Baha Malakwa because you don't have to. In the kingdom, Yasha'Allah. Who is Yasha'Allah? Israel. That's why I say y'all better study. If y'all don't know the name of y'all race, Yasha'Allah. Right. Bamalakwa. In the kingdom, right? Yasha'Allah will lead. Now Ra'ash will head. Will head, right? Will head or will, put a little slash lead. Will lead. Because it's a slang. Now I wrote a lot over there. Right? I didn't put how to pronounce this either. I just put, y'all gotta do just a little bit of studying. Y'all should know how to pronounce these characters. And if you don't know, then that's fine too. Everybody just learn. But that's why when you email me, I send you all the stuff for the Hebrew class. Ba Malak Wav in the kingdom. Yasha'Allah, Israel. Narash will lead. Or we will lead. Right? So I put will lead. Let me explain why I did that. There's a reason why I did this, right? And the kingdom Israel will lead. Even though it's written out, we will lead. The reason why I said parentheses here, because not every time you're gonna see we. You won't see will every time you come across this in the Bible when you go to translate the Bible. You go to translate the Hebrew. You'll see it's written as we will lead, but that we is talking about Israel. We will lead is indicating about Israel. So it'll say Now, I also wanted to say this too. Depending on who says it and how you say it, the correct way. Now I'm doing this, even though this is our language. The correct way, Salakio, the correct way with the quotations, because Esau is the type of man that he wants everything to be by the book.
Right.
Everything. It's 8:01, you're late. Like, yeah, that's not how everybody know how black people time works. Now Spanish, Native American, Indian time, so-called these names. Right. Everybody knows how our time works. If I'm late at 8:01, don't ever call me again. Now, I'm just telling you, it's a lot. If it's 8:01 and I'm late, don't call me to no more events.
Right.
So like now that's not for us. That's in the oppressor's kingdom, right? But that's how we feel. We feel like, stop playing with me. You know, it's 8:01. But in Esau's kingdom, 8:01 is late. 8:01 is you're late, man. It's 8:01.
Okay.
Like it, right? In Esau's kingdom. But in ours, it's like I'm gonna fix the wall down, back up. Am I moving it the right way? Or I gotta move it this way. There we go. But in our kingdom, that's not how it goes. All right? There we go. I think I got it back on the right. I'll just leave it like this. So with that being said, by the book, this should be first. This sentence should be, we will lead Israel in the kingdom. It should go, Nara'ash Yasha'ala Bamalakwa. We will lead, because the action should go first. Right? We will lead Israel in the kingdom. And it'll be actually what we actually will be saying is Israel will lead in the kingdom. Israel will head in the kingdom. It won't be a we. The word we won't be in it. It'll be Israel will head in the kingdom. Israel will lead in the kingdom. If you want to say Israel will lead in the kingdom, you would say Nara'ash Yasha'ala Bamalakwa. Right? Now that's depending on how you're saying it. Right? Depends on who's talking, what you're trying to say. Because that is the type of people that we are. You might actually just be saying, in the kingdom, we're going to lead. In the kingdom, Israel going to lead. In the kingdom, Israel going to be the head. Right. In the kingdom, Israel is going to begin. Right? Israel is going to lead. So it might be Bamalakwa, Yasha'ala, Nara'ash. Israel, we will lead. It won't just be Israel lead, it'll be Israel and then an indicator that we will lead, indicating Israel. All right, so that's just a side note. Let's try to give you a little lesson on the tenses, right? So, Slocky, I know I took a little bit of time doing that, but it's good so you can get the understanding. I'm racist. What am I doing? It's like, what the hell am I doing? I'm erase the damn thing, bro. Jeez. All right, no sweat. Let's keep it moving. Let's just do the next character. Abagada Awazaka Tayaka La Na Sa'ai Patiza Kwara Sha. Sha, character Sha. Alright, now I'm gonna put this back right here. Ra'ash. Okay. And the sister said underline the root word, and then we'll leave that blank. Okay, cool. Shah. Shah Ra'ash. Shah Ra'ash, right? Character Shah. Shah at the beginning of a root word, it means that. Or should I do it? Which? I should do it the other way, the main word, right? It means which. Like which one, not a which, but which one, which pertaining to, pertaining to, right? Pertaining to or that, right? Remember, what's the word for heaven? Shemayim. Which or that or pertaining to waters. Pertaining to water, right? That waters or which waters. But in that case, it would be pertaining to waters. Which? That. Because mayom is water. Shemayim is pertaining to waters. What in the Bible they said separated the waters above from, which is ma, the waters beneath. All right? The waters above from the waters beneath. It means, and they talked about the firmament, separate the water above from the water beneath. Okay? Now, with that being said, Shah Ra'ash, pertaining to the beginning, which began, or which begins. Shah Ra'ash, which beginning. Right? Which beginning? You might have, they say ha forms a question. So you might say, well, it is an actual word for which and why, right? So which the beginning, and meaning not answering the question, but saying which the beginning, you know, which the beginning something, right? Pertaining to the beginning. That the beginning. Right? That the beginning pertaining to. Pertain. I don't know how to spell this. I'm writing the wrong way, all right? So forgive me. Pertaining to the beginning. Shah Ra'ash. Which the beginning said this, right? Or which began on Thursday. The protest, which began however many weeks ago. Shah Ra'ash, however many weeks ago. All right. Now, character five, the next one. Can I get a time check? Let me get out the way.
Time check, 8:19.
Oh man, we are actually, listen, we got time. We have time. All right. Let's keep going. So hopefully everybody got that one. Any questions? Okay, no sweat. Since you got any questions? Sister over there? No? All right, let's keep going. Now, the last one, fa. Fa is a tense. All right, character fa is at the beginning of a root word. It's a tense. Okay. Fa, Ra'ash. All right. So fa is a tense. Now fa has a few different, few different ones, but it's a tense. All right. I'll give you the basic one because there's others that have something that go at the end, but it is a tense. So I'll stick with the basic one for now, right? So let's just go down. Let me see. Let me go back. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, no sweat. All right. So fa is a tense, but it's just future tense. So what I wanted to make sure was that it wasn't a present tense or past tense as well. And it's not just future tense. But it has a few different meanings for future tense. Okay? Now I'm not going to put all the ways that it's used because when we do the ending connectors, it'll be good to do it then. But if I give it down, then do the ending connectors, then we good. All right. So the character tha at the beginning of a root word is you, means you. Y-O-U. That's one, but that's masculine singular, right? It's masculine, right? It's for a man, right? Now, tha at the beginning of a root word also means she, indicating she, right? She. So it's you, indicating a man, but it's saying you, Zachariah, did this. Right. But I can also use it at the beginning of a root word to say she, right? Because it's how can I say it? You would be first person. I'm talking to you. Right. But if I was indicating a third person, like speaking to a third person, like talking to you about another person, Salaki, it would be she. Right. I'm talking to say she. Right? Now, let me give you some more. Okay? Now, some of these are used with the endings, so I think that might be it. Right, that's it. Because there's more ways that you can go into this. So, tha, Raj, is she, the beginning. Well, let's do the masculine. Let's stay in order. Do the man first. You, beginning, or you began, or you the head. Right? If you're a weak man, Tharaj. Tharaj is she's the beginning. She's the head. She's the damn head. She's the beginning. Right? The Apocrypha says this. Give me the Apocrypha. Give me Ecclesiasticus 26 and 25 or 25 and 25. It's 26. Try 25 and 25. Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. Right? Where it says, of the woman came the beginning of sin. Now, this is a hard one, sisters, right? Now, I know now in ISUK, we love our sisters, right? But this is a harsh one that y'all gonna have to woman up and understand. And as a man, right? So tha, you can say she, right? She's a woman in the class, she gotta own up to this, right? Well, she has to understand this. But Zachariah, tha, understand. You have to understand this, right? So let me see if you can find it. What's in the Apocrypha? I'm gonna type it in on Google.
Yeah, I think it's not the both of the scriptures you sent me.
Oh, Salaki, I put it in the, I said, yeah, I'm damn it. That thing came up. Good night. Of the woman came the beginning of sin. KJV. Now let's see this. Ecclesiastes 25 and 24. Dang, I was off one. Off one, that's cool.
Oh, it is right here, right?
It's right here.
Yeah.
And then you can read down 25 and 25. And you can just stop there. You ain't got to go to 26 and 25. If we start going in on the system and this. All right. Give me Ecclesiastes. Brother started cracking. It does. The Lord, he has some fine words for y'all in the scripture.
Right.
Read Ecclesiastes 25 and 24.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin.
Of the woman what?
Came the beginning of sin.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin. So this is something that sisters got to understand, man. That's why you shouldn't be up in brothers' faces and talking to different sisters that meaning letting them feed that garbage into your ear, believing everything these sisters got to say, man.
Right.
Like some sisters, they don't want to see you succeed. Or they just don't want to see you succeed past them. That's understandable. And brothers, they you shouldn't be listening to other men anyway. You know, I mean, you got a camp leader, deal with your camp leader. Right. So, trust the men in the ISUPK, trust the brothers in your school. You know what I mean? You got a camp leader for a reason, right? Your husband, trust your husband. That's the problem. Eve didn't want to trust in her husband. Her husband safely trusted in her. That's why I say, about his a virtuous woman. His heart doth safely trust in her because he can now. Before he couldn't. He did, but he shouldn't have. When you come into the ISUPK, you become a different person. Then your man can trust in you because you won't have that same simple-minded quality that Eve had, which came the beginning of sin.
Right.
Everybody shouldn't be in your face. Everybody shouldn't be able to talk to you and conversate. Listen, shut them down. You shut down somebody you don't want to have their number. You shut them down quick. In a nice way. You ain't got to do it in an evil manner. In a nice way. Some people you got to let them have it. But shut them down. And sisters, y'all have to understand in scripture that this is the truth. Now, the reason why I didn't say own up to it, because a man has to own up to the fact that he trusted in that sister.
Right.
And went with that sister's false sense of safety. All right? That false sense of safety, he trusted it, but he should not have. You know what I'm saying? And because he is the safety, he had the plan, he should have stuck with it. He should have not listened to his rib.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying that ribs don't have good ideas or whatever. But he should have trusted in the Most High. Now, here's the problem. He should have been able to trust him. She just was not trustworthy because she was easily beguiled by the serpent. Right? And that's understandable. Right? Because Adam is the head. So he had to take the blame for it. He should have manned up. He has to own up to he listened to his wife. And he should not have. And sisters gotta understand the fact and acknowledge the fact that they let somebody get in their ear.
Right.
Because this is the biggest thing with women. They didn't want to listen to their man. Mm-hmm. It's the biggest one. Man, tell you something, you check his authority. You check his ra'ash, his ability to ra'ash, his ability la ra'ash, to begin. You put that damn thing under a microscope when he tell you one thing. But when the sister has an idea, she will run down the list to you and be mad at you if you don't want to hear it. But you spit and just murmur out, yeah, that's why you gotta do this, or you gonna do this. When you tell you gonna do, or you know what I mean, or this is what we gonna do. The microscope, hold up, Negro. The microscope. Are you paying my bills, my telephone bill? Let me check this. All the bills paid. Like, you check your authority. How many muscles do you have? You check your authority, man. Your ability, our eyes to hear. Right? She wants to know, are Thara'ash, are you the head? If not, then Thara'ash, she's the head. All right? Now, with that being said, that was a good example. All right? Now, I mean, went a little bit into it. And it is even on both sides. Brothers, you got to be a man and run your household. Right. Sisters, you got to be more understanding that your man is the head. And you should listen to him. That's simple, right? Now, but give me a time check.
Count on Khan, 831.
831. Now, let's read the scripture, Ezra 1 and 11. All right? I'm going to write it out on the board. Also, pull me up the Blue Letter Bible real quick.
Count on Khan.
Since I'm having to read the scripture while the brothers pull it up on the Bible, come on up here. Get a sister Ann. She going to read, all right? She's in the class. They ain't got to get in front of the camera. You just come right here to the mic. You got the young soldier with him. With her, I said with him. Got the young soldier with her. You know, read, you got it for first Ezra, or just the book of Ezra 1 and 11. I'm gonna start writing this in Hebrew. Nice and loud, says if you could, come, I'm gonna aim the mic this way. There you go. All right. You can read whenever you're ready. You can let him go. He's all right. He's good.
All the vessels of God and all the
Let him know where you at. Ezra
1 and 11.
Okay. And read it slow for me, all right?
All the vessels of gold and of silver were 5,400. And all these
What was it? Let me see the word. Yeah, there's a little fake here. English words, they be something else, don't they? Go out to something. You be like, what the hell am I reading? Oh, and 1 and 11 did Shesh Bazar, all right?
Sheshbazzar bring up with them of the captivity that were brought up from Babylon unto Jerusalem.
All right, now, all the vessels of silver, of gold and of silver, were 5,400, right? And this is what Sheshbazzar, right, brought up with them of the captivity that were brought up from the captivity of Babylon and Jerusalem. Boom. Now let's get a little bit of the backdrop. Chief of the fathers of Judah. Boom. All right, okay, let me go back to the beginning. Read Ezra 1 and 1. So it's nice and slow. Let them know where you at. I'm gonna put this up in Hebrew on the board. And you can just read down. There's only 11 verses, so I'm gonna let her read down while I write out the Hebrew on the board. All right? Go ahead.
Ezra 1 and 1. Now in the first year of Cyrus, king of Persia, that the word of the Lord by the mouth of Jeremiah might be fulfilled, the Lord stirred up the spirit of Cyrus, king of Persia, that he made a proclamation throughout all of his kingdom and put it also in writing, saying, Thus said Cyrus, king of Persia, the Lord God of heaven hath given me all the kingdoms of earth, and he hath charged me to build him in the house of Jerusalem, which is in Judah. Who is there among you of all his people? His God be with him, and let him go up to Jerusalem, which is in Judah, and build the house of the Lord God of Israel, which is in Jerusalem.
So they were going to build the house of the Lord in Jerusalem. Go ahead.
And whosoever remaineth in any place where he sojourneth, let the men of his place help him with silver and with gold and with goods and with beasts, besides the free will offering for the house of God that is in Jerusalem.
Okay, go ahead.
Then rose up the chief of the fathers of Judah and Benjamin, and the priests and the Levites, with all them whose spirit God has raised, to go up to build the house of the Lord, which is in Jerusalem.
Okay, go ahead.
And all they that were about them straight.
So it was just talking about the brothers of Judah and brothers of Benjamin. I was going to go up and build the house. We're talking a little bit about that too. Go ahead.
And all they that were about them strengthened their hands with vessels and of silver, with gold, with goods, and with beasts, with the precious things beside all that was willingly offered. Also, Cyrus the king brought forth the vessels of the house of the Lord, which Nebuchadnezzar had brought forth out of Jerusalem, and had put them in the house of his gods. And even those did Cyrus king of Persia bring forth by the hand of Mithridates and treasurer, and numbered them unto Sheshbazzar, the prince of Judah.
Okay, he said, the prince of who?
Judah.
So who is Sheshbazzar? The prince of Judah. Go ahead.
And this is the number of them: 30 chargers of gold and 1,000 chargers of silver, 9 and 20 knives. 30 basins of gold, silver basins of a second sort, 410, and other vessels 1,000. All the vessels of gold and the silver were 5,400. All these did Sheshbazzar bring up of the captivity that were brought up from Babylon and unto Jerusalem.
And that was it, the 11th verse, right? Here it is, sister hands. She read all 11 verses. So now that we have the backdrop, so they was going to build a house to the Lord. And the prince of Judah, Sheshbazzar, and he was the head, Yaraj, right? He was the head, Sheshbazzar, all right? I have a little bit more to put on the board, but all I'm doing is, Salakia. All I'm going to do is just circle the connectors and identify what they're saying, what the connectors are saying, all right? I'm not going to translate the whole entire thing, all right? Look at this. Batzazar, Sheshbazzar, right? Boom, boom. Ein, the next one is Ein. Boom, and what else? Iowa. I might put the pronunciation up though. I might give the pronunciation. I'm gonna erase the beginning connectors and we'll keep writing it out. Then I'll put the pronunciation. Iowa. Boom. It's the next one. Gawala. Gawala. We got a few more, two more words. Mama ball. Okay. Mama ball, and the last one. La Erosion. Uh-oh, y'all about to learn something today. Young man, you about to learn something, man. Your raw dance. La Erosion is up just a little bit too high over here. Actually, I just lift. Which one is this? Iowa. I'll make it just a little bit smaller. Pull it up. Iowa. Wow. There we go. Any questions online?
Con.
All right.
This is my answer. Can you send them the Hebrew word for Salakia?
For Salakia, can I send it to you? I can write it out on the board right now. Salakia means excuse me. Right? That's what it means. You're wrong. Shalom. You're wrong, shalom. You got to know what this is. You don't be about to find out. Okay? You're wrong, shalom. All right, and Salakia. Salakia is a word that means excuse me. Salak is excuse or forgive. And Yah at the end of the root word, if Yah is the ending connector, it means me or mine.
Right.
So you're saying excuse me or forgive me. That's why we always say Salakia. You know, excuse me, but Salakia is something we proceed. All right. We'll just do the beginning connectors. We'll identify them, right? Boom. Boom, the character ha. This is a part of the root word Allah. Wa. Ma, awa. I think ma, awa might be part of it. Ha. Ha'awa. I think this is 1, 2. Ha'awa. I believe this ha right here is 1. Definitely ma, babal, and la. All right, so we identifying the connectors. Kal is a word that means all. Kalayim, I guess we can translate. Give me a time check. I just
Time check.
I just put the words up here. And we still got 18 minutes till class is over. I didn't think I was going. You must have went pretty fast. Faster than I thought we was going to go. We gave the alphabet, we gave the beginning connectors. Maybe I didn't do the ending connectors. I could have actually gave the ending connectors as well. All right, so I'll just give this to y'all. Let me see. Yeah, let me just give it to y'all. The next week we'll do the ending connectors. We'll just do the next chapter. All right, I'll give this to y'all for now, though. Just give it. Is give the translation instead of us translating it. What I'll do is I'll put up the root words and I won't put. That's what I'll do. Got it. I'll give all the words, but I won't put what these connectors is. You'll go into your notes and then you'll find them that way. All right. So, Kal. This word is all. And y'all get to write the pronunciation out yourself. Using the connectors. These are singular connectors, right? The actual pronunciation connectors, not the actual letter or character connectors, but the actual pronunciation connectors. Each one that's written like this means it's pronounced by itself. Wa, ra, and then this is a plural connector, ba'ai. It would have been wa, ra, ba'ai. But it's now ara ba. This would have been ma'a watha, but now it's ma'a wa. Because whatever it's being connected to loses the sound off of it. Loses the sound off of it. Alright? So with that being said, listen. Let me write this out. All, okay? I like it when it's like this. Let me switch it right there. Here we go. All Kalayim vessels. Right? Did I write that out? Vessels. Okay? And the is assumed. Okay? So THE is assumed here. All the vessels. Remember I told you didn't have to always write it out. Right? Zahab. Right? Zahab is gold. So what y'all gonna do on your own time is do the pronunciation. How we usually get a pronunciation. Y'all can write out the pronunciation yourself. So like you bring the mic just over here a little bit more, try to get closer. All right. You can write out the pronunciation yourself. Gold. And then so you get two things. One that we're gonna do here is we're gonna write all this out and then we're gonna place in the connectors and what it say. All right. So we'll do that now, and then afterwards you can put you can write out how it's pronounced as a homework assignment. Gold. What's the next word? Boom, boom, boom. Did I skip something? I think I might have skipped. Oh, damn, I skipped Zahab. It was a word that's supposed to go right here. It's supposed to go wa la kasa. Right? Wa la kasa. Let me see if I can fit this up here real quick. La Zahab. I guess I could move this over. Right? And try to get it in there. So let's see if we can do this real quick. Wala kasa. See if we can get it here. All right. So wala kasa, and what I have to put here, la hazahab. So let's move this over. It's gonna move it over here. This was kalayam. Kalayam. And la hazahab, right? So move this over just a little bit. I'm trying to put this in here. Right? And kalayam. Lock you for my little personal handwriting, so we got it in there. There we go. All right. So all. Can I get a time check?
Time check. 8:49.
Okay. All. It was the in parentheses, right? And this was vessels. It's 8 what?
8:49.
8:49. Okay. See? Excuse me. All the vessels, right? Gold. Everything good? All the vessels. Gold. All right. Let's keep going. So salakia, salak and yah, meaning forgive me or excuse me. Silver. Wala kasa. Right? Silver. This is Ka. This is Ka. Little man, you good? Little man, he alright. Hopefully. So that's Kamash. This is actually not one. This is Kamasha. Right? This is the word 5. Plural. So that wasn't one. Because it was Ka. I put Ha. Ka, Kamash, Alapium, 1,000. Kamasha, Alapium. All right. 5,000. Arabai. 4. Number 4. 4. Ma'awa, 100. Or 100. So what we got so far? Kalayom, all the vessels. La Zahab, gold. Wala Kasab, silver. Hamashad, 5. Alapium, 1,000. Wa Arabad, 4. Ma'awad, 100. What's the next one? Hakal, all. And y'all, and remember, we're going to place these in a second. All bring up. Ha'ayah. Bring up. All right. Oh, man, you be all right, bro. You be all right, man. Young soldier. All right. This is Shesh Bazaar. All right. Shesh Bazaar. Shesh Bazaar. I'm with Iowa. That word brought up. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit all that, but I just put brought up. Okay. Brought up, and then we still gotta place that there. Right? Hagawala. Hagawala is captivity. Captivity. Mababal, Babylon. Remember, your homework assignment is going to be to translate the, it's to put the pronunciation. Now, La Yerushalayim. This is Jerusalem. All right? Jerusalem. All right? Jerusalem. Man, let's see the young man. Let's see what's going on with it, man. You all right? Oh, man, what's up, dog? Come on, you walking through the class, man. Let's see. Y'all want to come up, y'all? Look. There you go. What's good? Say what's up, Miss Bro. Hey, what's up, man? Look, I ain't going nowhere. Yeah. Oh, look. What's this? This Jerusalem? No. All right. Say salam, Israel. See? You gonna keep everybody up, man, in the class, man. Gonna make sure nobody's gonna sleep, right? That's right. Yeah, man. There you go. See? All right, now. So, what we got here? Now, remember, I gotta translate this yourself. Y'all gotta do the pronunciation yourself. Kalayom, all the vessels. Lahazahab, gold. Wala Kasab, silver. Kamaj, 5. Alat, 1,000. Wa'arabai, 4. Ma'awad, 100. Hakad, all. Ha'ayla, bring up. Shash Batazar, Shesh Bazar. I'm with. Ha'awa, that brought up. Or that word brought up, right? Ha-Gawala, captivity. Ma-Babal, Babylon. La Yerushalayim, Jerusalem, right? Now let's fill in the what you call it? The connectors. Now y'all should already have most of this from your notes, okay? So Kalayim, the vessels, La. This would be of, right? Because of how they use them, right? But it means two. 2, and then Hazahab is gold. All right, lock it. So we take that off of there, right? So lock here. I got my phone with me. Wanted to check something, but it's all good. So I think Zahab is gold. So to the gold, or of the gold. All the vessels la Zahab to the gold, wala kasab, and of. Even though it's two, it's used as of. So of the gold and of the silver, right? Or and of silver. 5,000. Kamash alafim. And 400. 5,000 wa arabai and 400. Hakal, the all, right? This is of as well, right? Of all, ha'ila, of all the, is actually the, right? But these ha's right here, they have to match. Is a reason why they're being used, right? Is a reason why la was used instead of ha as of, right? So the brought up Shesh Bazaar with, and then the right here, right? The. Now this is saying is used to say that brought up Shesh Bazaar with that were brought up or slacking of slacking. Damn. Where's my phone at? Good night. Getting jammed up. But this one is I believe is the one that says that were brought up. And this one is still saying the same thing, right? This is bring up, right? And I need the phone so I can look at my damn notes. It's locked. Yeah, it's black. You see, you got white on the back of it? Oh, man, that's the one for the little man. All right, it's locked. Y'all I got jammed up. But this one is definitely that was brought up. I had to go back on my phone and look. I forget what this one was used for, but it's definitely to make sure that they match. Here we go. All right, I believe it was saying, I got to remember the verse. Let's go back and look at the verse. Lock, I haven't got confused. All right, boom, boom, boom. Where was it? Did bring up. But this one is to say did bring up, but the ha in the tense is to match. It's like ha was used over here. Now I placed of, but of, I believe it was of all that were brought up, or that did bring up Shesh Bazaar with that or which was brought up. Salah. God damn it. Let me go back into it so I can show you what the hell I'm talking about. Good night. Here we go. All right. Salah. Hold on. So all the vessels of gold and of silver, right? The word were is in there, but it wasn't used. And it's written. If you look at how it's written, it's like written on a slant to show that word wasn't in it. It's like written in a different font or whatever, a different text, right? And you see that a lot in the Bible where it's written a different way from all the other words, all right? As literally in the English written different. For 5,000 and 400, okay? Now, all these is what it says right here. All these. So this is of, I put of right here. The same way I put of right here, and the same way I put of right here. Even though la is very rarely used as of. It's just what they chose to use. Now let me break it down. They were saying la. La means to, right? So literally, this would be to the gold and to the silver, right? So 5 and 400, all it would be of these, of all. It would literally be all. Salakia, of all. Now remember, they got words in there like these, and it had the word word that wasn't translated. It wasn't in there. It was just written out. But it would be of all these. So all these would be cow. Of all these did bring up Shash Bazar. Now remember, the action word goes first. Remember what I was telling you? So bring up, Ayla, bring up, and then Shesh Bazar. So this is the tense to say bring up Shesh Bazar with, and it matches this how right here. Brought up with bring up, right? Of the captivity. So let me show you, because all these highs are used, right? So like here. Maybe I should just put I'm gonna show y'all just using of, right? I'm gonna just show y'all using of the way I intended to do it, right? I'm not gonna put the actual, what is used for a reason, right? But the ha, because you will see that it has to match in a second, right? Of the captivity. Now putting the in parentheses, right? So like, that's what I should do. I should just put of in the parentheses for this one. But I'm trying to show y'all something without jamming y'all up, all right? So I'll put of in the parentheses to make it easier. Of the captivity from Babylon, remember that, right? To Jerusalem. All right. Now, in our language, it has to match the tenses which you're trying to say. It has to match. If you notice, it has ha right here, it has ha right here, and it also has ha right here. Right? Oh, and it has it right here. Now, if you notice where it should be a ha, or where the word to should be used, right here, and right here, had the character la. Now, what I didn't write with the character la is of, because a lot of the beginning connectors can be used as of. Same way ha, same way ma, and la can be used as of. They're the main ones, ma, la, and ha, all used as of. Right? It's just the other ones are rarely used. Characters like la. Not la is used a little bit more, but ma is used as of rarely, right? But la is used sometimes as of. But it's usually ha that's used as of. Because ha means the of, and the same thing. Right? So, with that being said, you got ha, and you got ha right here, and you also got ha right there. And you have it right here. So if I was to put two, this is what it would say. All the vessels to the gold and to the silver, right? 5,400. The bring up Shesh Bazar with the were brought up, right? And it wouldn't be right. Because this the is actually that. It's saying that. But it's a tense. So all right, now I'm getting back on point. So but it's the tense, right? Now it's saying right here it has these. It has these in the English, all these. So the of isn't there, but ha is used as of. So you can translate it of all these, right? And here it has a ha, but it's saying did bring up. Did bring up, right? But this ha is not used to say of, it's used to match the tense or match the manner in which they speaking. Because the doesn't mean that. The word, the character ha is not used as that, right? And then here you got the captivity, right? Which without the character ha, you can have the captivity without this character. So if you put it there, it can still say the captivity or of the captivity. Of would be assumed, and now it would be the captivity from Babylon to Jerusalem. Here, the la is used correctly to say to, right? And the reason why I didn't put it here is because I wanted to show that none of these connectors or none of these beginning letters were used as what it was, what the actual meaning is. So I used of up here and up here because it didn't say to silver. It wasn't saying to that, right? I put of here because it wasn't saying that, because kal is all. There's no need to say of all, right? You could say of all. There's no need to say of bring up. There's no need to say of brought up or of bring up. Is the same. These two is the same word, right? And then at the end right here, which is the dead giveaway of why they're using Salaki. This is not the main giveaway. The character la is the main giveaway. But this is a giveaway to the fact that the character ha has to match. That they're using the character ha to match in the manner in which they speak, right? And then you got from Babylon, and then the last one is the character la, which is used correctly to say to Jerusalem. All right, Salaki. I know that was a little bit because I had my phone, and I started trying to just sort of freestyle it, but I realized that y'all wasn't going to know what the hell I was talking about, pretty much. So I had to go back and re-explain the entire thing. But if y'all don't know, the characters have to match because the tense have to match. The way you're saying it has to match, and you'll see that used the same way it's used here with la. Both of these was used in the same way. Even though it was saying to, it can be used as of, pretty much. Because in reality, this of, right, of the gold and of the silver, it is not the way that la is used. It's actually used to say to. So this is a giveaway. You'll be able to see it later on in the fact that the characters have to match, especially right here where it says hakal. Because kal right here is saying all. It doesn't need a of in front of it or the word the. Remember, I'm saying of, but you have to remember that it just means the or of. So it doesn't need the all or of all, unless you're saying of all that were brought up, or of all, did the person bring up, right? Pretty much is the same thing. It's a little bit confusing if you don't know, if you have never heard this before, but I'm pretty sure in all the classes where I tell you that it has to match, what you're saying has to match with the tenses, all right? With that being said, Salaki, I had to make sure I go over and explain it, okay? With that being said, make sure y'all screenshot this too, all right? With that being said, Salaki, I want to read the scripture over for you. Salaki, let me do this real quick. So Ezra 1 and 11, you got it. Quadazakura.
It's the book of First Ezra, chapter 1. Want me to read 11? Khan. Verse 11. And the vessels of gold and of silver were 5,400. All these did Sheshbazzar bring up with them of the captivity that were brought up from Babylon unto Jerusalem.
That were brought from where?
From Babylon unto Jerusalem.
Now, the read up, so go back, and I'm going to run it to y'all, and then we're going to end the class. Read it slowly.
All these vessels.
All right, there you go. Read from the top.
All the vessels of gold
to the gold. This is how it's written. Go ahead.
And of silver
to silver, to the gold and to the silver. Remember, it wasn't written that way. Go ahead.
Were 5,000.
The word wasn't there. 5,000. Go ahead.
And 400.
And 400. Go ahead.
All these.
Of all these. This is how it's written. Of all these. Go ahead. Because the word all could be all these. Go ahead.
Did Sheshbazzar bring up?
So, at the beginning. To say of what he brought up. Brought up. Did bring up. Go ahead. Sheshbazzar.
With them.
With them. Go ahead.
Of the captivity.
Salaki. So this is right here. It skipped. It skipped up. Salaki, it didn't skip. You got to try to translate this into English, you have to bounce around a little bit. Because it's saying, did Sheshbazzar bring up with that he brought up of the captivity? With them that he brought up of the captivity. But in English, it's a little backwards. So the action is going. He brought up Sheshbazzar with he brought up. So this is the action word, and then the noun. All right. But in English, it gives you the first. It breaks it down into like two actions. He brought it up with the people that from the captivity, or with them of the captivity that were brought up. That's how they make it seem in English, but in Hebrew, it's with them of. So like me trying to say it in English, I would still have to bounce around. With them of the captivity that were brought up. But in Hebrew, it's did he bring up Sheshbazzar with them that he brought up from the captivity? Not did he bring up Sheshbazzar with them of the captivity that he brought up. This is all one flow. Did he bring up Sheshbazzar with them that he brought up, or that were brought up of the captivity? So America flipped it around a little bit. So English flipped it around a little bit, all right? Because you got to translate it into a basket tongue instead of Hebrew. Hebrew is, did bring up Sheshbazzar with them that were brought up from the captivity. Not did he bring up Sheshbazzar with them of the captivity that were brought up. That just doesn't make sense. The straight flow is better. Did he bring up Sheshbazzar, or did Sheshbazzar bring up with them that he brought up from the captivity? That makes sense. Keep going.
That were brought up from Babylon unto Jerusalem.
Unto Jerusalem. So you bounced around a little bit to translate it in English. You got to go, backwards. But it starts back right here, and then it goes right here and finishes out. But in our language, it tells you both of these is the same action, which is why they're on the same joint. And then it tells you the now afterwards. Of the captivity from Babylon to Jerusalem. He brought up, so Sheshbazzar brought up, right, all the people and all the gold he brought up with them that he brought up from the captivity. What did he bring up? The gold and the silver he bring up. Did Sheshbazzar bring up with them that were brought up from the captivity. He did all this in one. He brought all the gold with all the people that came from the captivity here. And just so y'all know, this is part of the root word. Salaki, this is part of the root word, but this one right here is a tense. Right? Is a tense on the word, right? Is a certain way that it's being said. All right. So this has nothing to do with, because y'all gonna see once we do the Indian connectors. But this right here has nothing to do with the matching. This just has to match the actual word, like the way the word should be said. So this line at the end right here, it's just part of the word. Just like young. You got young right here. You got waf right here. You have young right here. All those, once you see in the next one, they all are part of the word. So you ain't gotta worry about that. I just want to give y'all that last part. All right. That being said, shalom. Ayakwataziyam Marah. My Warcock Ayahayawam. Shalom Israel. I'm Priest and Officer Marah and teacher for the day. All right, tap it up.
Lashawan security announcements. Lashawan 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10, means 10 in the Hebrew. My Isupk, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the teacher. Priest fund, free will offering, the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. The Feast of Dedication, it's starting Thursday, December 7th, 2023 for 8 days. If you want to read up on it, go to First Maccabees chapter 4, verse 52 to 61. Remind Akio and Akwafa to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, it's going to wear all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, man, you all right? You going to go? You going to salute? You in Israel, Mali Shabbat, hey Mali, hey Rock, Yahweh Shalom Shabbat. Y'all got your tie, with your hands down. Sorry, sisters. Sisters, you want to stand? We'll come in here. We'll put your feet at a 45 of your hands. And once we don't salute you, we want somebody to your left hand and the right. And sisters, salute. In Israel, Mali Shabbat, and Mali, Barak, Yahweh Shabbat, Allah, Shabbat. That's the top. We get down. That's the split.
Oh, man. This was keeping y'all up. This was rocking out the class with us, huh? You ready to go to bed? What's up, young soldier?